obviously you have trauma, you have some stuff like we all do. It's hard to trust. There's this book. It's really cool. It's called The Speed of Trust. I have a lot of trust issues. And this book's cool, man, because like it gives you tools on how you can give people trust.
Mm-hmm.
Because, we've all been hurt.
Well, the stronger we are and the more we have a good social network, the better it is to be able to trust others again. Like, you got to build some people that you can trust. Because if you got nobody, then it's really hard to trust anybody. So,
and that's the thing that made COVID really rough, right? Some of these people found themselves like completely alone.
Like me. So that's part of what really, like my favorite place to get pizza at Papa Murphy's, because of their mandates. I wasn't going to go in the store because I wasn't going to be forced to give up my freedoms for something I don't believe in.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And so I believe in, you want to do it for yourself, but I'm not going to do it for myself. And I see that as terrorism, because you're trying to terrify me for something that I should not be terrified with. And then you guys want to be scared, go ahead and be scared. But I wasn't, never will be. And if it's my time to die, it's my time. I've already been through really dangerous stuff. And if it's my time to die, there's nothing that can stop it. Trust me. There's nothing in the world that will stop whatever's going to get you, whatever it is. It could be a heart attack. It could be a car accident. It could be a fall out of the sky, an airplane 100%. Crash. Dude, stop being so worried about this one and only thing that they want you to be worried about. And that's what bothers me so much, Kay, because I believe that's terrorism. I'm a veteran. I fought to protect your guys' freedoms and your mind, your social mind. And then I was treated like a terrorist, basically. So because of not doing those things, I was called out, not allowed to go into buildings. And then I had the police called on me because the girl was flipping me off at the Papa Murphy's, and I was asking to get her name so I could report her to a higher up person. And so then they called the police on me because I was like, I'm not leaving until I get her name. I'm not trying to do anything violent. I'm standing outside the store politely, and their manager came out and called the police on me because I was like, I just want her name. And she's flipping me off, and I'm with my mom, which is not right. And I was like, Jesus is the only one that protects you. There's nothing out here that can save you. God's the only thing that got you. There's no injections. There's no coverings over your body that's going to fully save you or protect you. The things of the world are so much more powerful, and God's the only thing. So stop being so worried. And then my mom was with me. I would have never said those types of religious types of things, but she was like, F Jesus, and flipping me off and my mom. And we're standing in the door of the Papa Murphy's, not being polite. Here's my cash.
And that's hard.
There he put the order through.
That's your mom.
I bought thousands of dollars worth of pizzas from the place because it's my favorite place to go. It was the most local place to go. And then it totally ruined me because I was like, now I don't want to go anywhere. So from then on, it's been really hard. I don't like going to any restaurants. I don't like to finance anybody working in the slave system. Let's have our own restaurant on private property and I will fund it. But I'm sick of funding people who are just a bunch of sheep. As soon as something happens, they don't got my back. And I'm a veteran and I got your guys' back, but you guys don't got my back. Thank you for your service, but then F you. I'm like, whoa, True Colors came out when the pandemonium began of the government. When the nonsense started, and now I'm the terrorist bad guy. And I'm like, this is the government terrorizing you guys, and I'm trying to protect you, and I'm going to build a community, and I want to build an army. Just like Abraham in the Bible had a 300-man private army. I don't need millions, just 300, and we'll be just fine. As long as we protect our stuff, our properties, our food, because we're going to have our own resources. We're going to grow our own foods. And if the cops or anybody want to come take it, they're going to have to fight 300 of us. So they're not going to come to take our food. We're not fighting nobody, but we're also not letting them just take all our resources because everyone else is starving to death. Because that's what I think is coming, personally. But that's okay if everybody's not. Why is people going to starve? Because they can't afford the food. Even if there's food in the stores in the future, people just can't flat out afford things. It's already getting too expensive for most people.
No, 100%.
And it's not even
You're spot on, bro.
it's not even gotten to the worst of things. Like they're trying to collapse the economy, I believe, in order to go cashless, just like what they're saying.
What's that?
It's not my idea, it's what they're talking about. All like
Sell to
Robert
cities?
Kiyosaki, all the biggest, richest, smartest people are saying they're collapsing the system on purpose. And it's very obvious. So let's build our own community, save up money, and grow your own food. Because ultimately, what do you need to survive? You need a place to live and food, and you'll be just fine, people. Yeah. That's all that matters. And then you can go travel, you can do whatever else, but we need kind of like home bases where people have like enough land that because Bill Gates is trying to buy all the farmland so he can eat bugs. Like they're trying to take over the whole world's trying to like. The richest people are trying to take over and control us in every way possible. And the pharmaceutical companies are trying to control us. So you can't have a job. So you can't go to get food at the store if you don't have the face coverings. It's like the mark of the beast, just like the Bible. You cannot buy or sell goods without the mark of the beast. And I believe eventually, like Joe Rogan said, there's already microchips people have in their hands and in their foreheads around the world and in America that they're already doing this, which is, I believe, the mark of the beast. Joe Rogan said, if you don't have the up-to-date injection, you can't walk through. Basically, if you walk in the store, the metal detectors that are already instilled, they're already in all the buildings, are going to now be set up to detect if you don't have the thing, then your thing will beep off saying you're not safe to go in. And it makes sense because the pandemonium that everybody created, the lies, and it's still believed strongly to this day. And there will be another one coming, just like Bill Gates said. He's like, this is not the last one. If you go watch Event 201, he actually predicted everything that happened in this fake thing that they created was all created by them. Event 201 literally describes all of the steps of the phases of what really happened in real life. And it's very similar. And it's because they planned it. And it's on YouTube. It's like, when Hitler wrote Mein Kampf, the book Hitler wrote, he said what he wanted to do to the Jews, and then he went and did it. You could have go read the book, and he wrote the book a long time before he went and started trying to take over the world. People just didn't give a crap to pay attention. I'm trying to tell you, Bill Gates has future bad things coming, and they already got a lot of our society hooked, and it's okay because more people will fall in. The more dangerous and scary the next thing is, the more people will fall in line. And my goal is when the more dangerous those things get, we need our own land, like hundreds of thousands of acres that are just safe places that we can grow food, hang out. We don't got to be like all the sheeple going around and being all stupid and scared. I want to be around a community of people who are like, yo, it's going to get dumber. They're going to make it worse because they want to, because pharmacies make more money. So why would they not? Because they already they're making more, and their end goal is to get more people doing things, and they want to put the things in the food and do all sorts of stuff because they're already injecting the animals with things, and now they're trying to do it for the food. So we need to grow all of our own food separate from these stupid systems. We need to be bartering and trading before the total mark of the beast system comes in place. We should already have our own communities that were like, I get my produce from down in California. You guys should have a community down in California that I know I can get stuff from that's going to be not tainted food, by the system. And I know that in the future things will get worse, and I need to create these. I've already told my mom and dad, I was like, it's not hard, just write down all the food things that you like to buy in your grocery list, and let's start finding the people directly who can either produce it or produce it ourselves. Don't be scared, just be productive with how to, it'll take time. What's going on with that?
This is ceremonial chocolate.
That's awesome.
This is made by these shamans in Middle America, and they make this ceremonial chocolate. It's called a chocolate ceremony, and it has little chocolate cubes in here. I don't want to open it. Sure. I want to keep it fresh.
Sure.
But I'm going to lead some chocolate ceremonies here in my community, and it's really like the Guatemalan, Middle America shamans, and the cacao is where we get our chocolate. But they mix the chocolate with sugar. This chocolate doesn't have the sugar. You mix it with water. You drink a cup, and you set like intention, like this chocolate. Let's honor the chocolate. Let's honor the people that grew the chocolate, and and then you drink it, and you're able to like hold space for everyone to talk and share, and it helps people get past their insecurity to share. It makes them more open, right? And that's a really good thing because we need to be able to process our feelings, right? Our grief, and do it with other human beings, and to be seen and heard, and know that we have belonging and significance, and it's okay to cry and have pain. And then, you eat well and you feed your body more of good things. And everything's organic. Like this marketing that this is organic, that's inorganic. Everything's off this planet. Like we're not getting shit off of asteroids, right? And to go with what you were talking about, and there's documentaries that talk about a lot of this stuff. This idea that we're gonna be invaded by aliens, and then we're gonna come together as a world to fight these aliens, but they say it's all gonna be staged, right? Because the idea is that maybe humans are the violent species.
Right.
Right? And aliens know about us, and they want to contain us because we're violent. Right? And we have these weapons, right? We have nuclear war. It's like, it's weird, right? And so they make movies about it, right? Like the wealthy go live in the boats in the ocean, or they go, like, they want to go live on Mars, right? And they don't give a shit about us, whatever. But again, but this system works better as it's working, right? To blow it all up, or like to put us all in pins and make us animal, like they're using our life force already for an artificial system.
Yes.
Right? So it is like the Matrix.
Correct.
But within that, we as sentient beings, we're of this planet. And we're of this universe. And God's all around us. Like that energy it could be tapped at any point. And when I go in, I get to see the universe, the stars, the multiverse. So I have an ability, and you have an ability, and we all have an ability to manifest our thoughts. This is the challenge with groupthink. If you get everyone group thinking the stuff, that's going to create some of this stuff.
It is.
Right? But that's why we have these monks and stuff that meditate just like all day long for all the damn sinners. Like there's, again, it's balance, And what I'm saying is, yes, you can believe that. And many other people can as well. But then there's other of us, is like, we see it played out again in history. We also get to see the other side of it. So like, let's not allow it to get quite to that level, because all you're talking about is what we already have. It's called trade. You trade with the companies that you believe in. Like it. Don't support the companies you don't. I never will stay in the Trump Towers, ever. Even if someone's like, you know what? We're going to pay you. Come out. We'll pay your fee. Come out, entertain us, teach us, da, da, da. We're going to put you up in the Trump Tower, feed you. It's like, no, you're not. And they're like, why? I don't associate. I don't taint my brand. I don't spend money. That's the only vote I have. Right? I don't buy Monsanto products. Right? That's my vote. I'm a farmer. If your seed blew off your truck on my fucking land, and you come over and you tell me that I need to pay you, some fucking company. And I told this story last night. I said, so let me get this straight. You coming on my property. I get all rednecky. I'm like, this is Oregon, motherfucker. I put my gun down. All right, tell me what you got. I was like, sounds like you need to go to Canada. Because I'm American, motherfucker. I'm not going to let you tax me for some seeds that blew off your truck because you're some big corporate bullshit. I'll tell you what, I'm working in the farm right now. I'm in my overalls, whatever. You come in your suits and your lawyers, and you came into my property. I tell you what, you can come meet me tomorrow.